Hello one and all, welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival with me, EkkiThump. Today we are going to go and hit up the Talon Guardian base. I've emptied out my inventory in preparation. Just before I head out though, you'll notice my health is getting very low from combat and just from falling off things. So I'm making a couple of additions to the base. First of all, this clone chamber, which means if I do die for any reason, I'll spawn right back here at the base, and the medical station. And if I just hop in, okay, if I stand next to it, my health will refill to full. And the other thing I've done is to take some of the alien plasma that I found while I was out and about, alien plasma being the little mushrooms, and turn them into a couple of extra small medkits. Other than that, all I have on me is my flashlight, which, I mean, why not? Emergency rations, because we are out of food until the farm finishes growing. 50 cal ammo, 5.8mm bullets for the assault rifle. And we should be ready to head off in a southwesterly direction and go and say hello to the Talon Guardians. So let's make a move. And given all the stuff that we've seen that I've added to the base, and the one small generator is holding up pretty well. With the constructor not doing anything, it was at about 13% power use. I did go ahead and add one extra small fuel tank, fill it up, and that brought us to about 5 hours, probably a bit less now, more like about 4 hours I suppose. And we haven't even used all the Promethium that we got in the escape pod yet, so I'm quite pleased with how it's going. And we've got the hydrogen generators over there in the pool, generating us power more or less for free. There's a scout. And he doesn't care. Oh. Oh. This should be a fairly non-violent expedition. The Talon Guardians aren't aligned with Epsilon, so they don't have drones or anything like that. Hopefully, we won't be running into too much trouble. And after this, it'll be back to the base and start working on a place for the vehicles. Yeah, alien plasma ZR1 mushrooms. Oh, hello. Bennett. Well, anyway, just have to keep our eyes peeled now. It's gotten a bit more dangerous on Aqua since I last played. There's night raptors. There's dead spiders. Yeah, it'll be a very good idea to get the vehicles going. That guy's too slow to catch us up, so let's just run away from him. I am actually a bit worried about conserving ammo now. I had, what, 450 bullets? Okay, well anyway, here we go to the Talon Guardian village. I'm just taking on those 3 spiders, 4 spiders. I've been through a lot of ammo. Jesus H. Christ. This pistol is going too slow to give us much trouble, I should think. More plants for the farm. I think I did need some more durians. I'm not sure. Didn't see what the rest of it was. I'm just grabbing it and running. I forget everything I said about Aqua being safe at night. Holy shit. Here's the Talon Guardian village. Sorry about that, I just had to pause it for a moment there. So, within all of these huts, yep, I see a loot container. There should be plenty of stuff that we can pillage. And the Talon Guardians won't care. So, yes, medical supplies. Large medkits. More farming stuff. I didn't bring the deconstructor with me, the room repair tool, so let's leave that alone. And what do we have here? I'll take the steel and the wood. I can hear spiders around us. Ooh, a very rare alien container. Let's crack open the mystery box and see what we got. Large thruster. Rocket launcher. Rocket launcher capital vessel turret, okay. Laser rifle. Excellent. Minigun. Laser pistol charge and laser pistol. And a capital vessel thruster. Okay. Good haul. I'm not sure if I can make the ammo for the laser rifle yet. I think I can. Ooh. Drill charges. Don't need any. I do have a FNF tool, so I might as well take the FNF charges. Empty. Resources. We've got iron, cobalt, copper, silicon, neodymium. That's excellent. We can't get neodymium on this planet. We have to go into space for that normally. It's only 7 ingots, but that'll let us do a little bit of advanced crafting. We'll have to decide what we want to do with that. Have we been in here yet? No, we have not. More iron, more cobalt, copper, silicon, more neodymium, more steel. Fantastic. Fuel. All of this is useful, so why not? There's both of those. This one, oh look at this. Grow plots. Have to keep that in mind. Obviously we don't need them at the moment. And what do we have here? Sniper rifle, fantastic. Aloe veras. This is tricky actually. Okay, let's drop off the water jug, which we don't really need, and take the aloe veras. Space Cavine core, not desperately urgent. 5 rounds of sniper rifle ammo, not desperately urgent. Yeah. That'll do. That'll do indeed. You can see that the Talon Guardian village really is a fantastic fun. I don't want to open fire in the base in case I aggro them, so let's just run away. Northeast we're headed. Can we dodge that guy? Yeah, fantastic haul. One advanced weapon. Bit of the... Did I just see a spider up there? Or was it a tree? Can't see anything, so... Oh yeah, it's quite scary on Ekka at night. Yeah, it's accelerated us quite a bit. We found some advanced materials. We found some advanced weapons. We found some gubbins for the capital vessel, which we won't be worrying about, but well, we won't be worrying about for a while. But they'll go in the storage box, and I'll forget I've got them, and craft a whole new set when I want to build the capital vessel, and they'll just stay in the loot box forever. Yeah. When I get back, I'm going to have to see what we want to make laser rifle ammo. I'll have to unlock it in the tech tree actually first, or I can't make the ammo. Getting a bit paranoid out here. Woodwalkers I'm not bothered about. Alright, 500 meters. I'm not sure how loud it is on the recording, but all around me I can hear kind of and the squeals of these bloody bastards. Fuck off! Oh, they're quick, the spiders. Really quick. Give me the plant monsters any day. What a place. Ooh, I want that pear thing sprout. Because I've only got one pear thing in the farm. Do you know what? I don't need these F&F charges after all. God, this base looks good. I love the blue lighting. The kind of patterned steel with the blue lighting is great. Right. I'm going to sort out my inventory, dump everything everywhere, and I'll bring you back in when I've made a plan for what I'm going to do next on the base. So, see you then. Welcome back. I'm just standing around admiring everything growing in the farm. You can see our little excursion was pretty fruitful. I now have, apart from one tomato and a whole bunch of pear things, I have 9 of everything growing, including aloe vera, which is the farmable medical plant. I had a look at the weapons, and as I was saying, a lucky find can't just accelerate you directly to the end game. The laser pistol we can't unlock yet, the minigun we can't unlock yet, the laser rifle we can't unlock yet. But what we can unlock is the projectile pistol, which uses the same ammo as the regular one, but does twice as much damage, with additional headshot multiplier, longer range, bigger magazine, so that's very good. I thought we had an upgrade for the assault rifle, the pulse rifle. Turns out that we actually need some power coils as well. We can now make a few advanced CPUs with that neodymium we found, but we still need a couple of power coils. The way I would normally get those is to hit up an Epsilon base, find a large generator, take that apart, and that should give us a power coil or two which we can use to make the upgrade here. Sniper rifle we can unlock, and rocket launcher we can unlock. So we could do a sort of ground assault against one of the smaller bases just armed with this stuff even before we got the vehicle. But we're not going to do that. Why risk it? The other thing I've unlocked, and I have used a little bit of the neodymium on this, is the tier 2 drill. Might as well make use of those mining charges we found. And I'm going to need to use that because I've decided what I'm going to do here. This is going to be a 9 wide floor space, but it's not going to be 9 by 9. It's going to be way longer. I'm going to bring it a long way out. making sure this time to pay good heed to structural integrity, of course. So we're going to have room for several vehicles stored at this base, which will give us a chance to play around a bit, build a couple of them. We've got access to most of the unlocks we will need for a decent vessel. Rocket turrets we can build on the hover vessel, minigun turrets, which are my favourite personally. We've got doors, we've got hover engines, RCSs, all the thrusters we'll need, generators, fuel tanks and so on. And again on small vessels we can get all the thrusters, we can get lights, we can get landing gears, life support systems, O2, and crucially we can get the rocket launcher turrets as well as the Gatling guns. So that'll do us. I am probably going to go and mine out an absolute crap ton of iron before I get started on this, because as you can imagine, I mean, this is going to be like over 100 iron just for the base of it, and there's going to be the base, there's going to be supports needed, we're going to go up several layers, we're going to have a roof space where we can put the small vessels. So it's going to be an expensive build, and then of course we've got to spend iron on actually building the vehicles themselves. But I have a plan in mind. I'll do the work off camera, of course, and bring you back in when I've got the structure ready to go, and we'll take a look at building some vessels. So I will see you then. Alright guys, welcome back, and we are done with constructing the hangar bays. And we have 3 of them over here, enough space for at least 3 hover vehicles. They are very large inside, as you can see, so we may end up having room to squeeze a lot more than 3 in here. I've got some fuel tanks and cargo boxes in the bay, both because they look nice in a cargo bay and because I wanted some extra fuel tanks for the base. And up here on the roof we have landing pads for small vehicles, 4, 5 and 6. And over here, now I did say I was going to try and build my own vehicle, then I saw this on the Steam Workshop and I had to build this instead. This is 0G, that's the maker, Diamondback. It's an unarmed scout craft by default. It doesn't look particularly sturdy, it has a lot of exposed parts. You can see here the fuel tank is exposed, and the O2 station is exposed, but there may be room to squeeze some weapons on there. The news, because I'm recording this over several sessions because I didn't have a lot of time in the week, in the middle of it all, Alpha 1.7 has dropped. So that is the armor update. There are new combat armor blocks for vessels. There are some graphical upgrades, things like bloom, and you'll notice a couple of block updates. The small ammo box now has fragile and the ammo marker on it. There's a new model of the food processor, but I haven't updated this one. This is the old version. And the farm is now working, as you can see. I'm eating cans of meat instead of salamis, which are a lot much higher food value, although they do need metal plates, tomatoes and water as well as the meat. So yeah, that is it. We are done, and it's time to hop in the small vehicle and head out to properly explore Aqua. So I've pre-fueled this, so power on. Let's switch to third person view, head up, and let's we'll do a sweep of the planet sort of from north to south, very good acceleration on this, straight up to 40 meters per second. Oh, there's the escape pod. That's right, we didn't actually go very far from the starting location, did we? We found our iron and a building site almost immediately. So I'm going to go in a slightly off cardinal direction, north-south sweep. We found something already, magnesium deposits, cobalt deposits, fantastic. And next, what do I want to do after this? Well, I want to find an easy-ish point of interest to assault. We know where the Epsilon Fortress is. I don't want to go straight for that. My god, that looked heavily defended. And to be honest, I'm not sure exactly how hard it's going to be to take on some of these new, I believe they're laser cannons, the ones that shoot the red shit instead of the green shit. That's the cobalt we know about. I also realised I will need sathium to build hardened armor plates. Sathium we can get in large amounts, I believe, from asteroids in space, and we now have a vehicle that can take us into space. So my next move is Talanguardian village. That's the one we've already raided. My next move might just be to head up into orbit, mine out an asteroid, and yeah, having had another look at some of what's on the Steam Workshop, I honestly don't know if I'm going to even bother building my own vehicle. There's some amazing stuff on there, some really creative people playing this game. So if I can find a relatively cheap strike craft, relatively cheap hover vehicle, I may just download them and show off other people's work instead of my own. The vehicle I built in my previous time through, I mean, they worked, but you have to bear in mind that that was like before the enemy bases were upgraded, where you were actually able to get into sort of rocket launcher or sniper rifle range, and the turrets would just ignore you unless you were in a vehicle. That doesn't seem to be the case anymore, so I might have to rethink my strategy. So I definitely want an assault craft, and although this is really nice, this is super agile, super fast, but I'm not sure. I mean, if I just have a look in the P menu, it doesn't even have ammo boxes installed and no guns installed, so clearly it's not meant as a strike craft. That's the Prometheum we know about. What I would really like to find, the parts of, yeah, I'd like to find the parts of the Crash Titan that can be a very cheap way of getting enough materials to build the advanced constructor and unlock the rest of the recipe tree. I'm now level 15. Oh, extra Prometheum. Magnesium, bad guys, want to stay clear of the bad guys. I'm now level 15, so if I can get the advanced constructor, I can start building, not the laser rifle, but the laser pistol charges. And the tier 2 sniper rifle, I may even be able to craft myself a pulse rifle. Let's just switch back into first person view. I love the look of these cockpits. I mean, obviously not on the par of something like Elite Dangerous. Does that really matter though? I mean, the rest of the game, to be honest, is way above Elite Dangerous. Oh, that's the fortress. We want to be careful around here. Let's get a bit of height. Yeah. Being shot at, shit. Oh, fuck off. Actually, what does it matter? Enemy troop transport's not really going to bother us, we're too high up. Oh, if we carry on this course, we're going to fly straight over that fortress. I may actually have to evade it slightly. Indeed it is. Okay, should be past it now, we can come back down a bit. Well, I bet that puts some scratches in the hull. Let's have a quick check. Not too bad, although it doesn't show you how the actual hull plating is faring. Got some promethium. And more silicon. That's the orange wall I was talking about, by the way. That's what stops us going to the poles. I don't know why they blocked it off. I suppose it's meant to just prevent you breaking immersion, or maybe it does something even worse than what we saw happening at the western edge of the world. Well, it can keep approaching, can't it? Very thick with drones around here. Oh, crashed MS Titan back part. That's the drone base we were looking at earlier. Can we... The troop transport... Oh, abandoned mine. Shit, fuck off. What? Oh, the drone base has turrets. Yeah, definitely going to have a careful think about how we assault these places. Anyway, guys, it looks like I may actually survive my maiden voyage in Diamondback. So this is EkkiThump, and I will sign off here. And next episode, we will hatch our plans for conquering some of these points of interest on Aqua. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more Empyrion, and I will see you next time.